Next up, we have Maddie Sugden. Maddie is such a bright light here on the Baylor campus and all around Chattanooga. Other than being an amazing swimmer, her friends describe her as strong-hearted, resilient, and kind. I know she's going to be amazing, so let's welcome Maddie to the stage.
Growing up in the North, country music has never been a genre I was interested in. It was not until I moved to Chattanooga I felt somewhat forced to experience this new music. One artist I knew of before I moved here was Thomas Rhett. Some may say this is fake country, but just stick with me here. I felt like his music was a sort of stepping stone for me into this new world of music. Thomas Rhett writes songs about relatable life experiences. And while I was applying to high school in the 8th grade, I was asked, what is a soundtrack to your life? For many of you, a song may pop into your head right away or not. For me, filling out this question was hard because how can one song describe this unconventional life I have led? I realized one of the first country songs I listened to was Life Changes. The song describes how, through all the unexpected we face in our lives, we embrace it. We should not look back, wondering what we could have done better, but enjoy the happy, sad, and funny moments it takes to get there. Now I know some must be wondering what this song has to do with my life, but it all starts with some background. I was born and raised in Princeton, New Jersey. Looking back on my life, the last place I would have expected to be is with my family living in Chattanooga. In fact, I didn't even know this school existed until my freshman year of high school. This all goes to say, my life has definitely taken a long ride off the beaten path that I never expected for myself. When I graduated from the 8th grade, I took the jump to a large private boarding school, which seemed daunting at the time, coming from a small, all-girls Catholic school run by nuns. As I was there, the waves of COVID struck our world and put my life to a halt. I didn't attend school. I was taking classes from my dorm room in my bed, and I felt so disconnected from my peers. As time passed, I felt as if I was wasting away these precious 4 years of high school that I only had once. At the end of my freshman year, my aunt told me of this school in Chattanooga. I was determined to do anything to get out of my situation, so I got on a plane alone and took a tour by myself. Needless to say, getting my parents on board was a task of its own, but I knew the second I stepped on campus, I was sold. Ultimately, I finally got them to agree, and my journey began in the middle of my sophomore year. Though seemingly daunting, the decision to come to Baylor and leaving everything so familiar was easy for me. In these moments, the song's message becomes so clear. Change is one of the hardest and most intimidating experiences. But how are we supposed to grow and learn if we never take a chance on what we deemed impossible at first? Honestly, I must say the culture shock I experienced coming here was something I never thought possible. Coming from the north to the south, everyone I encountered was genuinely nice. I learned quickly to refer to a group of people as y'all, and unfortunately, I admittedly practiced how to sound more Southern each night before coming to Baylor because I didn't want to stand out as that girl from Jersey. Yet, here I am, 2.5 years later, giving my senior speech referring to everyone as y'all and feeling a little bit more in touch with the South each day. In all seriousness, coming here has enriched my abilities. I am more open to the changes and new paths that will lead me on my next journey in college, and I am forever thankful for the journey that brought me to Baylor. A soundtrack to my life may emulate an unconventional and unpredictable lifestyle, but I have learned to embrace all my hardships. I encourage you to think about a song that is a soundtrack to your life, and in challenging moments, reflect on your song's message and how you are capable and prepared for any challenge. I could not end this speech without taking the time to thank the people who have made these changes possible for me. To my parents who have now fully relocated our family to Chattanooga so my sister can also experience Baylor, I also want to thank someone who's been like a second mom to me throughout my Baylor journey, Jane. I cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for me since I came to Baylor. And finally, to my teachers, advisors, and friends I have met along the way, I am very thankful for you all. With that being said, to all the seniors and everyone who will soon be on our positions, as we embark on this new journey, let's continue to embrace the opportunity of change wholeheartedly, and let our chosen songs guide us in the right direction. In the words of Thomas Rhett, life changes, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Thank you.